Alright, so we got a reading problem 35. Some schools teach reading using phonics, using whole letters, sounding letters. Others use whole language, word recognition. Suppose a school district wants to know which method works best, just to design for an appropriate experiment. Alright? So, what we have, you could do, I'm going to do this through the teachers, you could do this through the students, but you basically got teachers, and then you're going to train half to use phonics and half to use whole language. Okay, and then at the end of the day, you're going to compare, you're going to randomly assign half your teachers to use phonics and half to use whole language. Got it. So these are your subjects. How do you randomly assign them? Okay. You can basically take all the teachers in your building and give them a number from 1 to 4. And the first 2 that get selected take phonics, the second 2 take whole language. Okay? There's one factor, that's the reading program. There's 2 levels, phonics and whole language, so there's 2 treatments. And then how would you evaluate? Well, you would look at student results and compare. Now, if you see a little problem with that experiment, there is a little problem with that experiment, and that is that the teacher can be a confounding variable. You might get a teacher that's a very good teacher, and they're able to teach anything. So another way to go about this is we would do the teachers, and then half would teach phonics year 1 and half would teach whole language year 1, and then these guys, of course that would be randomly assigned, and then these guys would teach whole language year 2, and these guys would teach phonics year 2. Okay, and then we would compare the results after each year. So we would compare these results, and then we would compare these results. Now, why do you do that? You do that because, again, the teacher may be a confounding variable. If you get a very good teacher, they might be able to teach kids to read no matter how they're teaching it. So, all of a sudden we think, oh, well, phonics is great, but we got superstar teacher teaching it, and then when superstar teacher teaches whole language, we find out, well, gee, whole language is really great. Well, it wasn't phonics or whole language, it was superstar teacher that was making it go, or else we might have a real dud of a teacher. So we give this person it, and they're not very good, so it doesn't work here, and then it doesn't work here either. So but if no matter which teacher, the phonics kids do better, then that would be evidence that phonics is the reason that kids are learning to read better. So that might be a way to eliminate a lurking variable.